Hello, welcome back. I would like to talk a little bit more about Paimon, about the book that I have written, the King Paimon, The Void and the Silence, and The Lord of the Abyss. This is the title of the book, written by Anai's Giulia. I am the author, and I am still working on the book, the final touches, and I'm trying to keep in the pages. I'm not really changing anything beside a few dots and dots there and there. So I'm, as I've said, making sure there are no mistakes in the manuscript. Of course, while I'm working, my mind is in silence, and I'm thinking about different things about the book. I'm even reading the text as I go, quite fast through the pages, and it goes quite fast at this point because I've done this a few times, maybe a few dozens, and then I'm almost like my eyes remember the print of the pages, and I can speed up the process. Thank God, otherwise it would be long. And yeah, you need to keep some type of sovereignty when you work on a bigger manuscript, to not let yourself be disappointed or disencouraged by it. Because it's like two books together, you know, and actually it should be more exciting because it is a big work all in one, so it has even more value, no? And I wanted to speak more about the mirror aspect of Paimon, or the fire aspect of Paimon. It's almost to say, it's always like, you know, there is the four directions, no? The north, south, east, west, and they say Paimon is king of the west, and west, the direction west is associated with fire, and north is air, south I think is earth, and east is water. So, you know, and the west is fire, no? Representing Paimon. The part of the mirror, no? It's quite interesting now, geographically speaking, now, if you say, okay, from which region west is the desert, so it must be a region which has to its west side desert. That's like almost a region from where Paimon comes. That's his home, that's his region, no? Or original deity, one can say, no? Especially, of course, him being represented on a camel, which is, of course, like a main for a king, no? The best animal they have there. So I think the cult of Paimon as god Arzu, or he's associated with planet Mercury, and you know, it's almost to say, when you think about fire and Mercury, it's almost to say like the fire of Paimon is different than the fire that we imagine when I say fire, because it's Mercury, planet Mercury. It's not as much as about the fire itself or the heat of the planet or whatever. It is about the gases, the smokes or the sulfur that comes out from it. It speaks about the visionary powers of Paimon. If you think of the Oracle of Delphi, in the same way, where is the temple of Apollo, and there they had oracle, no? And kings or different people would go there and ask oracle, no? Message from the oracle from the future, for the future, or from the future. So there is this prophecy, because there are two, the priestess which was giving these prophecies or this oracle, there was a specific one and it's almost like the priestess had to ingest some type of smoke, so some type of sulfur, almost like a volcano. There is like this temple, Apollo under this, there's even a story behind it, how Apollo killed a monster there in this mountain, and as honor they created the temple of Apollo, and there they because of the this event, now they are being killed like a dragon or some type of monster. There's a crack somehow in the mountain, it said, and from there comes some type of sulfur, I cannot really explain it, some type of smoke or some type of material now coming out from the rock that the priestess ingests, because she's sitting exactly on top of this, and through that she's able to give to have this foresight of the future, and she's able to give prophecy. So it is connected with Paimon, of course. The Mercury is known as the messenger god, or the deity. It's Apollo 2 is the god of messengers, associated with birds and so on. They are. It's not necessarily say it's 100% everything correlated to Paimon, but there's this element, if one wants to understand Paimon or West magic, or other information about the different deities which appear or may appear, correlated to this thematic. So Apollo is the messenger god, and another god I thought when I was listening to Paimon is Thoth, because the Egyptian god Thoth is, when you say Thoth, it's the idea of thought, of mental. He is the god of knowledge, the god who brought writing to humans. The story is very old. It said that he as a god taught a mortal woman how to write. And it's again connected with the messenger, prophecy, receiving messages beyond the mirror, beyond the veil, which is like very much our thematic. So it's almost like if you take the elements that represent Paimon in this case, one can go deeper and understand the meaning of the elements that carry with him. Another element that is very connected to Paimon is the music, and exactly the music too has a very euphoric, it's the magician language. Music is the magician language, and Paimon is master of language, And when he recites, you feel this music in his voice, you feel these rhythms. I wish because I will read from the book and I will recite, I wish I had this amazing masculine voice, but my voice is almost too sweet for the, but I will still read, of course. So I like the intonation, the power that comes with his words. It's not only like, I wrote black and it means it's black. One has to feel deeper the words to connect with Paimon, understanding the power he carries and the meaning. It's almost like the meta language, linguistically, like you have a word, but behind that word it carries a lot of meaning. Almost like a window to the past. You gave me a term, it can be anything, and one can talk about the term. You say, painting, okay, let's talk about paintings. One says, rabbit, let's talk about rabbits, In the same time, I do think Paimon brings one to some type of revelation and some type of quite easy and fast. I think he is a lord or a king of fast solution, great results. he is not the one to dwell. He will find a quick fix, he likes the idea of a quick fix. He will give the optimism and the solution fast. It's almost like he is your friend. He doesn't want you to, he's not a demon, he's not a bad, wants to see people suffer or be scared of him. It's quite the opposite, You will feel this appreciation in his character and his love through the book when you read, how the way he talks and how he formulates and how he sees things. And as other people too have recounted about him, that's like thematic in the book as well. And at the same time, there was something I wanted to say and I forgot. I hope it comes back. It's almost like ideas come and go. No, sometimes I get a great idea. I wish I could save it. So, there is the element of fire, Of course, you really can see Paimon. Sometimes he likes to dress red. The element of fire, This is the great power of the fire, Fire is vital force, vital life. Is the core element, the fire, The volcan, the eruption, the transformation, the lava, the passion, there is a connection to earth, And at the same time, it speaks about the evolution. When you think about sand and then you think about the mirror, it shows like the beginning of the world, the sands, the ancient times, how time passes, how things transform to sand, grow again, and so on. There's a constant flow, and then you have a mirror. So it speaks about a jump in time, to a mirror, where the creation of the mirror through the pressing of the sand, through the fire, through the creation, through the volcan, through the time, through substance, something unique is created that hasn't been there. So creation does take time, That's what makes Paimon eternal, because he is in continual creation. So when he sits on his throne, he recites. And every time you read the book, of course, you have the feeling he's a great king. He is the one who holds the keys. He is the one who holds the power. He's the one who holds the knowledge. That's what is due to him. You have to give him, of course. That's a sign of respect. Bowing the head to somebody doesn't mean that you are lower. It means that you show respect. That's the way you should do it. So there is no. It should not be conflict. There's the idea of resolution always. The idea of, if sand can be made into a mirror, it's like, if I was in that time and say them, those people there, one time we will be able to take sand and create a mirror, and from this mirror we will be able to create temples, and from this sand we will create this and that, and we'll be able. They will say, well, you're crazy, how can you? And that comes the element of fire, of creation, of transformation, which Paimon is king of, And what better element than to show creation is than the earth and fire, especially earth. There's this deep soil. It's not earth. It's the soil. It's the black soil. The wetness, the richness. Earth does have a smell. There's it's just more like a pleasure. When it's wet, or when it's dry. When it dries, it creates sand. It's so beautiful. And and then the element of polishing something, of creating a masterpiece, which is connected to the water element, which is the element of the East, is about the feminine element, the Oriental element, the creative aspect on the water side, which is it's like the polishing effect, the miracle effect, the one that creates the masterpiece, no? Water is like a royal element. It's like the first most important element. Water is stronger than fire because water does extinguish fire. So the water is like the strongest material. So the element of fire, no, it goes very much about someone like magician has a ball of fire able to move, which is already a powerful element, no. I wanted to say elephant, I don't know why, but there's this image of something big, no, something that I'm able to work with fire or have this power, no. And the fire in the same time speaks about warmth, about it makes me think of them too, Paimon and his bride in the desert, talking in the night, under the stars, around the fire, no? So there is this meaning of life is a symbol of life. Fire is a symbol of life. If somebody will see us from another planet, they will look down and will see they're sitting by a fire, no? There's something burning, moving, there's an element of life. Because fire does create life, no? And the element of water too is connected with the camel. They say the camel is the animal who will always find water in the desert. They have a knowledge of the desert which is ancient. They know the desert. They are perfectly designed to go through the desert. The camel is perfectly made for this task, and it's a beautiful journey. The camel is a protector, is safety. The camel always brings you to safety. The camel is very much connected now to the family, to the journey, to the safe place, to connected to water as well. No, the camel is going to find water. The camel is longing for water. No, there's the need of life, the need of water, the need of going further on the journey until the reached destination, until the reached point. And the camel, of course, knows this and knows exactly where that place is. And of course, then you're guided by the stars. The stars, no, they show you the way, the North Star. One can read the star map, the star sky, and one can find its way, knowing which direction. So the directions are quite important, almost like one not to get lost in the maze. So, and other things about Paimon, I will definitely speak more. As I said, for me it's very intriguing to speak about him and the book. Always I like to go a little deeper or further on into this thematic, which I'm very passionate about. And thank you so much for listening. I wish you a wonderful time, and I'm going to continue recording when other ideas come to mind. Have a great time. Bye.